In our modern age of instant global communication, it is often easy to forget that for most of human history, communicating beyond the horizon was only as fast as a human could travel. Two inventions, represented here in the 1904 section train depot, changed this pattern, setting the stage for the modern global communications revolution, the telegraph and the telephone. In the 1830s, New York University art professor Samuel Morse proved that signals could be sent electronically over wires. He invented a code that bears his name, made up of a series of dots and dashes to correspond with the alphabet. Through Morse code, messages could be sent anywhere wires connected people. By 1850, one major use of the telegraph was to dispatch trains on the emerging railroad system. This technological advancement allowed for increased information about travel and connected people in different areas. One result was that by the end of the century, most telegraph lines were placed along railroad tracks. This also meant that most telegraph operators were based in railroad depots. It is well known that Alexander Graham Bell first invented the telephone in 1876. He also carefully controlled the growth of the telephone industry by enforcing his patent restrictions guaranteeing him a monopoly on the technology until 1894. In that year, however, Bell's patents played out, allowing for other manufacturers to make telephone equipment and for local rural communities to invest in their own telephone systems. This change led to a dramatic growth. In 1893, Bell provided service to about 266,000 telephones in the U.S. By 1903, with the addition of hundreds of independent telephone systems competing with Bell, there were more than 1 million telephone subscribers in the U.S. The independent systems included having a central location, where the switchboard operator could physically connect lines of communication between telephone customers. The switchboard in the depot cage was typical of those in the early 20th century. The telephone system supported here, however, would have only been local in nature. Connections between different systems were not yet economically feasible, so the telegraph was still the main means of contacting others quickly at faraway distances. Within a few decades, the Bell AT&T company would buy out most of the independent systems, allowing for connectivity between towns and states. But this also meant a monopoly in the phone system, driving up prices for consumers. In the end, both the telegraph and telephone changed forever the nature of communication in world history. They made the world smaller